Hello, good morning. Welcome to Spy Money. Show you what we did today. The bot, I actually interfered one time today, and I turned it off right here. I did not want to take this long, but as you can see, the bot was right. It would have made money there. I saw this selling down, and we were coming into this level, so I turned the bot off, but it actually made money. The bot was right. I was wrong. And then I turned it back on after the long, and because I knew that it was going to be coming down. So I ended up turning it on to catch that, and I shut it off at 29.60. And as far as where we are right now, I would have lost money there. I would not have allowed that long because I knew we were coming to the pivot. So there's one more trade that I knew that it would have made money on. It would have lost money there. But the goal is $2,500 when you're trading 5 contracts. So when you're trading 5 contracts, you're looking for, you have $5,000 margin, so you're looking for $2,500 profit. And so I went ahead and shut it off. Yesterday, I was over $5,000 yesterday, and the bot was just, it was just doing real well both ways, so I let it run. That was after the FOMC yesterday. But today I could see that it was going to be selling off, so I went ahead and stuck into it, and just I did turn it off right there. That's the only time I interfered, but of course the bot actually made money. So if I'd left it on, I would have been out here, and I probably would have let it take this one here as well. That would have been another $1,000 on the day of 39.60 if I would have left it on. I recommend you to go ahead and use kind of common sense on the bot. If you see that it's selling off and the pullbacks aren't that much, turn it off on the longs and just let it take the shorts. But just to let it run again, I would have hit my profit goal here. I almost turned it off right here and left it off because we had all this chop, and I was really concerned that it was going to go ahead and take a long here and go back up into this chop area. But I ended up letting it go and thinking that we might get one more long there. But anyway, I normally don't interfere whatsoever, but today I did. I like to let people know when I did. We had 2 losses. We had 1 loss here. I turned it on at 9:42 is when I turned it on. And we had 1 loss here and 1 loss here. This one actually ended up turning out to be good. It was just barely, what is that, like 1 point from not being stopped out. So this would have been a winner, and so I would have been done a lot sooner. But we, right out of the gate, we had a loser. Then we had, this was like high. Well, actually, we had a winner first. This loser, this was high volume that come in, and it was so quick that it could not enter the trade here. So we stopped out right here. We missed the entry to go short. This short would have been a winner. So, but the high volume, it just wouldn't let it get it trade in. So we missed this trade and we missed this trade. There's 2 trades right there. That's another $2,000 that we could have made if it were on. But anyway, pretty happy with it. Still $2,960. We're coming down here on the pivot. I think we'll end up coming down here on the 523 level. These magenta levels are my personal levels, and I change those according to what I see, and you put the indicator on your chart and it will automatically post my levels on your chart. So you're always trading my levels as well. And if you notice right here, look at this one level here. We come down to it and we just pretty much just chopped around on this level the whole time. And we have our current session open and a previous session closed. We always zone that out because that is a very choppy area. It's usually a place you don't want to trade, but again, I let it trade in there. Go back and look. You can see the how the level right here was working good. And then if we come on back, let me turn this news filter off. We come on back, we can see that this level here, it just pretty well stays on it. So my levels are pretty accurate, and I believe that it may chop around here, but eventually we'll come back down to this 523 level. So does really well. Get started today. We have new people coming in daily, and people making money, and that's the main thing. We want everybody making money. Some people won't do very well because they're not confident in the strategy, but the reason that we have the strategy and the bot is so that you don't have to think. The biggest problem with most traders is they overthink it, and by the time they decide to do it, the trade's already gone. The bot will automatically think for you, enter the trade where it should, and at that point you can control, do you want to be in that trade or not. Most of the time the bot is correct. It is going to have some losers. There's going to be some high volume come in sometimes, and that's why you don't want to trade without watching it, because if high volume starts coming in, some kind of news that we didn't know about coming, and it comes in, we want to be able to turn the bot off. So always monitor your bot, make sure that it's working good. And anyway, let's get you started. As far as to get started on it, I want to show you something here, and there's a little video you'll get to watch, and you have the trades too. Let's see here, let me get this ready. There it is. So if you want to see the live bots that's been running, you can go to live bot on the top and come down here and you can watch them. I upload those as I get them. I'm a little bit behind. I've got to upload some more, but the ones, they're on YouTube, so you can watch them on there. If you go into the home page, we do some live webinars occasionally for the public. Probably going to do one tonight. And if you want to put your first name, last name, email address, subscribe, and then check your email, and then opt in. You'll have to do that before you'll get the links for it. Also, right here, the possible profits per day. One contract, if you made $200 a day, that's $48,000 a year roughly. And then you can multiply it. I mean, today we made, call it $3,000, so that would be $750,000 a year. But if I made that every day, yesterday was 5,000, today was 3,000, and it you can use this right here just to kind of let you know where you would be with things. Here is a webinar that I've done in the past, or not a webinar, but 30 days, and I give all the stats and everything for it. If you would have made money, lost money. Here's a past webinar that I've done. You can watch that. I go over everything as far as how the strategy works and the settings on the bot and so forth. We do change the settings occasionally, but I always let everybody know what they are. So this video may not be exactly what we're doing now, but watch through this. If you're needing a prop firm, you can click on any of these three right here and use the code SPYMONEY. It's all one word, SPYMONEY, and use that to get the best deal on any of these right here. If you have any questions, just come up to the contact us, let us know. We'd be more than happy to help you. And at the end of this video, it'll show you how to get started with the Sniper Auto Trading Bot. And look here, it's coming right down to my level. So all you had to do was just, and even in Discord today, when it was up in here, I told everybody, actually I think it was right here, I told everybody that this is where we're going. So if let's just say you got in right there and held that trade, that is what, $6,000 almost just to get there if you were just held into the trade. And here we go. So we're going right to where I said, right down to the 523. Now once we get there, we're probably going to bounce back up to the pivot, and eventually we will probably just keep on selling off. I think that big old run we had yesterday, we're going to sell off all the way back. I think that's what we're going to do. But if you have any questions, let me know. Be happy to help you. I do take phone calls. If you need to speak to me, I can do that as well. And let's get you started today and get you to where you're running the bot and being a successful trader. Instead of trying to guess your trades, you will know what to do just by loading the bot. Have a great day. Hi, welcome to Spy Money. How you get started with Spy Money and get your bots and indicators and strategies and so forth is you go to spymoneyllc.com. Once you go here, you're going to go up to, well, before we start there, you can start by putting your first name, last name, and email address and subscribe to our free live webinars. So anytime I have a live webinar, I send out an email to everybody. A lot of times social media and YouTube and such, you won't get the information until the next day and the meeting's already over. And I had that a lot, so I decided to go ahead and make it to where you can get set up on an email. We don't sell the information or anything like that, so you don't have anything to worry about that. We don't bombard you with a lot of different things. The only thing we do is on this particular one is we send out the webinars. So get signed up for that, and that way you can have those. If you're ready, which I would think you would be, go ahead and click on Lease Program at the top. When you click on Lease Program, it's going to bring you over and talk to you about the lease. The first month is $1,000. We discount it $300, so you can take that $300 and put it in a live trading account so you can trade some micros, and that'll help you get started. Get your feet wet, make a little bit of money. And then once you get comfortable with it, then you go ahead and add more money, trade minis, and you start trading the way the bot traded earlier. So on this one, there is one thing: bots are not set it and leave it system. You want to be managing that bot. You want to watch it. You don't want to turn a bot on and go to work. It's just not what we do. So come down here and we talk about the bots that we have. We have Coaster and Sniper. I'm getting ready to add Snatcher to it. Sniper is the bot of choice. It does a very good job, and right here's the indicators we use, and I've got a little description out from several of these that say what they are. The main exit, there's an entry down here. Where is that one? There's the main trend. Here's the main entry, which is Sniper. So that's our main entry indicator we use, and then we have some where we take profit and so forth. Then we have frequently asked questions. These are the main questions that I get from people. Read through this before you sign up, and it will probably answer some questions that you may or may not have had and help you get started. One thing is the system. Your PC needs to have at least 16 gig of RAM in order to run this, so you need to make sure your computer's fast enough. Once you agree to all that stuff, then I want you to read through these 14 items. I want you to make sure that you understand what you're getting into and what the rules are and so forth. If you agree to these, then I want you to copy these like this. You highlight and then copy. Then go up here to the Contact Us. When you go to Contact Us, it's first name, last name, email, phone number, and right click and put your information here. By doing that, that tells me that you read those 14 items and you agree to them, and then click Submit. Once you do that, you will get an email letting you go ahead and join. The reason I do this is because I want to make sure that everybody understands what the rules and regulations and all that is. I don't want any surprises later for people. So get started, help you out, and move forward from there. We do have a VPS offering. We have partnered up with one. If you're going to do this, do the high performance. I need to change this, but you want to do the high performance. The reason being is you need at least 16 gig RAM. This one will not work. So make sure you sign up for the high performance or the pro, one of these two, and that will work. What this will do is allow you to access a computer in La La Land, somewhere in the cloud, to where you can have everything set up on your VPS, which is the same as another computer, and you can access it from any computer or phone, tablet, or whatever you have access to. So you can access it with all that. And that'll help you, like if you're a traveler, you're at home, your work, you can have everything just accessed from another system. Again, the lease program, get started on it. Once you do this, there's going to be a few things you're going to do. You're going to have a platform to download, which is the Spy Money platform. You're also going to have your brokerage account. So my platform will access your brokerage, and the two brokerages that we use are ampfutures.com and we use optimusfutures.com. Check with Rhythmic Data. You can use CQG on AMP, but you're better off just do Rhythmic, and it works with everything. If you don't have a brokerage and you don't have the money put in it, you can go up here to Funded Account. A funded account, what it does is they give you the money to trade on, and you have to choose Rhythmic Data only. It will not work with Tradeify. It only works with Rhythmic Data. There are 3 right here we recommend, and I personally kind of lean to the take profit because you get faster payouts, and there's no rules with your payouts. If you make the money, you get paid. And that's the one thing I like about them. You can do up to 5 accounts. You click on this right here and it will open up and use the coupon code NOFEE30, and that will be the only price you pay. I think it's $110 to sign up for a 50,000 account, which is all you need. And you just go ahead and trade it. It works real well. The BluSky works real well, but you can only have up to $100,000 worth of accounts. So 50, that means you can have 2 accounts. You can have 5 with take profit. With Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts, but sometimes when the copy trader works, it doesn't work real good with that. And I think that with the take profit, it just works. We've not had one issue with it. So I'm not sure what the difference is. They're all 3 good companies. Apex is cheaper initially, but then you have to pay $130 to sign up for a live account. So you end up spending about $50 or $60 per account more for this one than you do take profit. So I think I kind of lean to the take profit. But again, all 3 of them work really well. They're good companies and they stand behind their products. So whichever one you want. And get started on it. Sign up today. We want you to get moving immediately. I have complete instructions on the website in order to know what to do. So it should work out good for you. If you do have any questions once you get signed up, just reach out to me. Once you get signed up, you'll have support tickets, and just create a support ticket. I usually answer those within a couple hours. Sometimes it's the next day, depending on the time, but it's usually within a couple hours. But let me know what I can do to help you. We want to get you started today and get you making money immediately. Have a great day.